everyone, I'm Dollface and today I'm playing Frowning Over a Corpse, which is an RPG visual horror game about our partner having a dark secret. So without further ado, let's get straight into the game. Fawn doesn't get up from midnight snacks. When she goes to bed, she doesn't awake until her alarm starts yelling, "I'm the one who's the insomniac." That's why I knew something was wrong when I found her kneeling in front of the fridge that night. Huh? Oh god, if it's what I think it is. I look up and away from my monitor at the sound of the fridge being opened. Shuffling footsteps are dull in my ears, muffled by my closed door. I don't stop to question how stupid I look as I lean over and grab the metal bat resting against my bed, pulling up my socks to hide my footsteps as I creep to the door and crack it open. Do not be a burglar. Do not be a burglar. Do not be a burglar. No sign of movement. My next instinct is to check on Fawn. If she's woken up by now, I can barricade myself in her bedroom with her as we wait for the cops to come. Two women against an unknown apartment burglar don't stand a chance. Even I'm smart enough to know that. Well, you can if you play your strategies right. I wish I didn't drop out of those martial arts classes. It's a stupid, fleeting thought, yes, but one that has crossed my mind many times before. Being this weak and useless has always been a sore point for me, and there's no better time to face this insecurity than while staring down the potential of a goddamn home invader in our apartment. Now with myself completely out of my room, I lean over and all but lunge over to Fawn's bedroom, slipping in through the door and gripping my phone in the other hand. You would think to call them first before doing this in advance. Alright, all that's left is to tell her what's going on. I glance over to her bed. It's empty. Fawn? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, where is she? Why isn't she in bed? She should be here. A quick inspection of her bed reveals to me that the mattress is still warm and the edge of her blue comforter turned inwards. That could only mean she's out there. Go to the kitchen, wait for Fawn, call the cops. We should probably... See, I said call the cops. Watch me be a hypocrite and not do it. So we're just going to go to the kitchen. It's okay, we have a baseball bat. We'll whack the bastard to death. I'm joking. We'll just beat him until he's unconscious. No, I'm not going to sit by and do nothing. Not this time. No more playing around. If I'm dying, I'm going to die protecting my fiancé. Stealing my nerves is the easy part. Gripping my bat so tight my knuckles start to lose colour, I pull the door open and start to sprint out with wavering confidence. And promptly slip like a damn cartoon before landing straight on my back. Oof. These stupid floors. My heart skips a beat at the sound of the door creaking open until... Dana? There's no burglar in there? No, silly. I was just getting a snack. The face of my fiancée fills my gaze as she leans down to help me up, giving the top to my head a gentle pat. Weaves of embarrassment crash through me, from the roots of my hair all the way down to my ankles. Whoops. I'm glad that you were ready to run out and fight someone for all me though, really. I don't know why, but I find myself wrapping her in a tight hug, chin resting on top of Fawn's head. I bite back the urge to cry. Mate, there's no need to cry. It's okay, it's over. Scared the shit out of me. I thought someone broke in. I'm sorry for scaring you, Dana. I didn't mean to. I was just hungry was all. It's fine, it's fine. Really, it wasn't your fault. But as the night settled in and we both assured one another everything is fine, some inkling of a thought begins to nag at my brain. Try as I might, the thought just won't go away. Leaning my forehead against my hand, the glow of my computer screen is the only thing that illuminates my eyes as the questions run through my brain 1,000 times a second. Why was she up? It doesn't make sense. Our schedules are almost the polar opposite of one another. I'm lucky enough to have the night shift doing some bullshit data entry for whatever company, but Fawn's schedule is more regular. When she goes to bed, she needs every second of sleep she can get. That's the whole reason why we even sleep in separate rooms. I don't want my work to disturb her sleep. I don't know. No matter how much I picked my brain, I can't find a reasonable answer. Deciding to finish my work and head to bed, I tried my damnedest to put the issue behind me. It's probably not even an issue, just a little deviation from what I know. When I wake up late in the afternoon, the unease in my stomach starts to worsen. Shit, I overslept. Sitting up in my bed, I ran my hand down my face to clear the sleep out of my eyes. A look at my phone makes me wince at how late it is. Fawn's probably coming home soon. I have a few hours to make some food for myself and greet her before my shift starts. Untangling the streets off my legs and scrabbling out of bed, I make my way to the kitchen. The sight that greets my eyes is not something I expect to see. In all honesty, I expect myself to be the only person in our apartment at this time of day. Breakfast. I need some breakfast. I think we have spaghetti in the fridge still. Spaghetti's good as breakfast when it's 5 p.m, right? I mean, it's tea time at that point. Also dinner. Yeah, works good enough. I'll eat it cold too. Why not? That's not nice. Cold spaghetti's horrible. All of my light-hearted muttering to myself stops in an instant when I turn my head to see Fawn kneeling in front of the fridge. If she noticed me, she sure didn't act like it. Her attention is turned towards the open refrigerator more than anything else. Okay. A quick glance at the floor reveals to me she's been sitting there for a while now. Containers of leftovers, all with various amounts of food in them, scatter the tiles surrounding Fawn. Looking up, I take notice of the glass container in her left hand. It used to be where we stored the extra spaghetti I made a few days ago. Now Fawn was shoving it into her mouth as fast as she could. With her other hand, she wasn't even stopping to chew, I don't think. She finished up with the spaghetti and tosses the container onto the ground. Mate, clean up! Clattering jolts ring out through the kitchen, causing my heart to stutter in its rhythm. I can't help but shudder when she tears open a thin plastic bag full of raw ground beef and starts to eat. My God. Holding back my urge to throw up is growing more and more difficult by the second. And now that I was looking at her in the daylight, oh my God. Jesus Christ. When did Fawn lose weight? I don't remember her being this thin. It's hard to even look at her like this, devouring raw meat of all things. We'll just ask if she's okay. Clearly she's not, because she's eating bloody raw meat. But yeah. Fawn, are you okay? Are you Is everything okay? She doesn't respond. If anything, she doesn't even seem like she heard me. Her eyes are gazed over, stuffing handfuls of what I can only describe as mush into her mouth. It barely even identifiably as beef before she devours it, grabbing anything she can get her hands on, tearing into it all like some sort of starving animal. The visceral's horror that overwhelms me make me feel as if I'm stumbled upon a bear in its campsite. No, what the hell am I thinking? This is fawn, no wild animal. I mean, we are wild animals. We are. As if she's bitten into an overripe tomato, red juices start to drop down the corner of her chin. I try calling for Fawn again, louder this time. Fawn? Fawn! Still no response. I approach her, careful not to step on any empty containers, and place my hand on her shoulder. I could swear I heard her snarl before her head whips around to me. It takes a minute for her eyes to flash with recognizing. Dana? Are you alright? Yeah, just spaced out a bit, I think. She chuckles humorously, standing up and looking over the viscera surrounding her. I'll get the mop. I moved to stop her before pausing. She seemed fine now, so I should leave her be. She was fine, right? I was just imagining it. You literally saw her gorging herself in in raw meat. So you can play delusional all you want, but you saw what you saw. Heck, even I saw it. You guys saw that. All you guys see this. Yeah, Fawn wasn't an animal, not in the slightest. Even if she had some binge eating habits, she was no animal. Wrong. It just means I had to get more groceries. I had really, truly, sincerely tried to delude myself into believing my own lies. But they were only dreams, and deep down I knew that too. I held on to these wishes as tightly as I did, because grasping the truth would have sent me free falling down the irreal crumpling edge of stability. The truth that Fawn, my rock, my love, my dearest, was wasting away before my very eyes. I did everything I could. I really did. I tried so hard to bring Fawn back from the dark place she's been going down at the frightening speed. No one could say I didn't give it my all. But she kept saying everything was fine and that she was okay, that I shouldn't worry about her. As the weeks passed, she kept eating and eating everything she could, drooling listlessly as she did. Even still, she kept losing weight. I still stayed with her though, stayed as long as I could, trying to get her to seek help. Even then, I couldn't just let her starve, so despite everything, I brought her more and more food to eat. Dude, don't enable her. Oh my god. Anything so my love wouldn't be in such hunger and thirst. But it wasn't enough. Fawn? Fawn, I'm home. Struggling to hold the multiple plastic bags of food I bought from the convenience store down the corner, I pushed the door closed with my foot and stepped through. It's quieter than I expected. I left the house while Fawn was on the phone ordering a pizza, delivery specifically. She's been doing that a lot. When we didn't have any more food in the house, she started ordering takeout. My bank account is starting to sag, but I'm doing it all for her, because I love Fawn, because I love her, and I'm not scared of her at all, even when she snaps at the littlest things. When I set the groceries down and take in my surroundings, I realized the smell of pizza. I realized the smell of something in the air. It's not cooking or anything, and it's clashing with the scent of pizza. Fawn? Fawn, where are you? Did she leave? Blinking once, hold my breath and tried to listen for her. Soft tearing and chewing noises are just barely audible if I strain my ears somewhere in the dining room. When I release my breath and look down, a floor covered in blood fills my vision. Whose blood is this? Muffling a gasp, I drop the bags onto the floor and start to back away. Blood seemed to be coming from the fridge. Rivulets of crimson pool from the edge of the door and onto the ground. I look at the sink. The sink only drips of someone turned it on a few minutes ago. Blood streaks line the stainless steel. What happened here? I'm gonna look in the fridge, guys. What the hell is in the fridge? A low sinking feeling in my stomach deepens as I advance over to the fridge. Even if Fawn confronts me about it, I can act like I'm just putting away groceries. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Thank God, the slightest sigh of relief is expelled from my chest. I guess I'm just on edge. I know Fawn. She'd never do something like this. The mostly empty fridge shines a harsh white light upon my face. It's bright and clean. I recently scrubbed it out after Fawn emptied it again. It's too clean. I looked down and realized the blood wasn't coming from our fridge. It's pooling from the freezer. Oh no. Despite everything in me screaming to pull away and to leave it alone, I kneeled down and opened the drawer. Jesus Christ. The soulless look in the young man's eyes teared through all the flesh and bone in me, prodding straight into my mind, as if he's asking why I let this happen to him, why I wasn't there to stop. Dana, are you hurt? I don't even think to respond to Fawn. I break into a mad dash for the bathroom and slam the door behind me. Oh my God. This isn't happening. This isn't real. She would never do something horrible like this. Fawn wouldn't hurt anyone. There had to be some other reason that I couldn't think of. Dry heaving fills the claustrophobic bathroom around me. Oh, wait, that's me. I swallow down the metallic forewarning of vomit before I spew it into the bathtub. Mate, no, fucking throw that shit up. Don't swallow it back down. Pulling away from the door as it rattles, I glance back at the sole window in the bathroom. Why am I so intent on finding ways to escape? Dana, are you okay? Please answer me. Fawn, what did you do? Why is the pizza guy in our freezer? Did you do that? Did you? I clapped my hand over my mouth. Yelling has always been a line too far for me. My dad always yelled whenever he was upset, and I never wanted to be like that. She didn't hurt anyone. She couldn't have. Fawn can explain this all away, right? I could have asked her and saved all the trouble. I had to protect myself. I smell BS, Fawn. Fucking hell. If I hadn't done it, he would have hurt me or worse. What? Dana, please open the door. Please. You know I love you. Yeah, you love me so much. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm not a bad person, just a freaking psycho who likes to cannibalize. All I wanted was to protect myself. Then why did you keep the body in the fridge? You got rid of the threat, right? You then remove it. Not like that though. You stored it and kept it preserved. Lovely. You killed. The realization of what she's done spins through my mind 1,000 times over. But if I didn't say it out loud, maybe it won't be true. As if my acknowledgement is what everything hinges upon. Please don't use that word. It's so ugly. Hey, you're a fucking murderer. You bloody... Yeah, thank you, Dana. Just answer the question. Even I startled at how loud I've shrieked. I did what I had to. That's all. Please don't call the cops, love. I can't lose you. I'm dreaming. This is all this is. This isn't how Fawn actually acts. Not in a million years. I swear to God, if we open that door to her, I'm gonna freaking knock myself out in that door and join that corpse in the freezer. She might as well eat us at it. I don't know how long I sat there trembling against the icy bathtub, sobbing to myself. All I know is that Fawn had eventually left the doorway. Perhaps she wandered to the kitchen and started to eat. When I'm sure it's just me, I stand up and unlock the door. It's almost night time anyway. It's time for me to go to work. How can you go to work at a time like this after what you just saw? Maybe it's wrong of me to try and snap back to normal after seeing something that horrific. I don't know. Part of me feels like if I dwell on it, I'll just fall into pieces. Oh my God, we're a dut, whatever. Yeah, I didn't get much done. Who could focus on work after something like that anyway? Who could even work at all after something like that anyway, you know? Who could do that? Certainly no sane person, that's for sure. Yeah, yet you're somewhat sane. Instead, I found myself in a frantic haze, looking up at anything that could have been remotely related to Fawn's deceased. Chronic wasting disease. That only happened to, like, deer and elk, right? But all the symptoms are lining up. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Tapping down arrow keys on my keyboard, I scroll past the symptoms section of the page I've pulled up. My finger burns and how much it rolled across my mouse scroll wheel. My eyes stinging from the blue light. Embolded in black text is one simple phrase. No cases of chronic wasting disease has ever been reported in humans. Shit. Either I'm completely off my mark or my fiance is breaking new medical grounds without even knowing it. Why did it have to be Fawn of all people? Why couldn't it have been anyone else? Of course, I just wasn't going to sit back after the things I've seen. It would be wrong. But above all else, I really do think Fawn needs help. No, she's way beyond help now. She needs to get freaking arrested for what she's done. I just wanted to get as much information as I could before I ran and got her help. Even if I was afraid of her, I wanted to know what she was suffering from. Blinking hard to clear my eyes, I click away from the page and start to scroll again. It's 3 in the morning now, and my mind is spiraling down the brink of horror the more I look. Sometimes I think I can almost see her standing there with me. It's so faint and probably a trick of the light, but it leaves me with a prickly feeling in my chest. A low, guttural groan of pure exhaustion rumbles from my chest. I plant my head on my desk. I don't want to get up, but eventually I had to find myself sitting up again and leaning over to grab an old camcorder. I'd always been a sucker for older technology, even if I knew my phone could make much better videos. The path of the video is questioned is something I've exhausted 100 times over. Do you like it? I finished putting your desk together and set up your computer. I know you have some posters that you want to put up yourself, and your books are still in their boxes, but I just wanted to get this set up for you. Oh, it's perfect. Thank you so much, dear. Really, God knows how long I've been working on that. I'll finish up with the kitchen in a few. Don't worry. Vaughn looks at the camcorder and smiles. Love, are you recording? Yeah, sorry. I'm just feeling stimulantal right now. Yeah, sorry. I'm just feeling sentimental right now, you know? Might look back at this some sort of point and all. Getting out of my dad's place and getting to be with you's just got me feeling all mushy inside, you know? Oh, you don't have to apologise for it. I think it's sweet. Looking back, I realised that this was the moment when our apartment started to feel like at home. The place was half decorated at best, but with 2 days, I developed a sense of belonging in my heart that I never had with my dad. The engagement ring glimmered in the dim light of the video. It's brand new. I'd only been wearing it a few weeks beforehand. We'd be so in love and happy together. Why did it have to change? Oh God, she's at the door. Huh? Dana, it's me. Fawn. I wipe the tears away from my eyes and close the camcorder. Standing up, I make my way over to the door and open it an inch. As nervous as I am, I'm still taken to Fawn I fell in love with. God's sake. Do you really have to open the door to ask that first? Do you still love me? Yeah, I do. I never stopped. You don't have to worry, really. I didn't mean to yell earlier. I guess I just panicked. Are you sure? Of course. Nothing I said was a lie. Even after everything she's done, I still love her more than anything. I'd do anything for Fawn. That's why I'm trying to get her help. Scrubbing my eyes with the edge of her sweater and wiping the drool from her mouth, Fawn gives me a wavering smile. Even after everything today, I still see the beauty of her face. Dana? Yeah? Oh, fuck's sake. Can I sleep in your room, please? I don't want to be alone tonight. Should we just take the risk and see if she's gonna freaking cannibalize on us? Let's do it. Stay with me. It's okay. I won't keep you up or anything. Fawn isn't a monster or horrible person. She's just a woman terrified of her disease, trembling like a malnourished doe. Her smile widens. For a moment, Fawn's eyes look so clear and beautiful again, and in an instant, I was transported back to the days when the smell of cardboard boxes was thick in the air and our kitchen was half finished. Thank you. Don't thank me. I love you, Dana. I love you too. And that's why I'm doing this. Because I love you. Fawn must have been exhausted. She fell asleep the moment her head hit my pillow. My computer screen didn't seem to bother her in the slightest. She looks so peaceful like this. It's while looking at her, smiling soft and wrapped up in my blanket, that I make up my mind. I'd do anything for her. Even when she woke up, the bloodshot eyes, and took an arm out of the freezer to stain her hunger, I didn't look away. I'm not really proud to admit it, but I stayed for a while, probably longer than I should have. I wasn't that bad, anyway, right? No, you're no better, but then again, we're making it bloody be this way. But I highly doubt if we try to be, like, pushing her away, she would still be like, I'm gonna go get the cops, because, yeah. Fawn never turned her gaze towards me. Besides, when she dined, she had a moment of lucidity that made me forget what was happening to her. I kept researching, looking up everything I could about chronic wasting disease. Either getting Fawn to help or knowing the ins and outs of what she was going through would put my mind to ease. Or at least, that's how it started. The hunger pans were so subtle that I didn't realise what was happening. All I knew was that after a few days, I was throwing a little bit of extra food in for myself whenever I went shopping. Working became harder. Spacing in and out of my thoughts were frighteningly common, and grew so much more by the day. I was starving. Fawn ran out of meat the day I realised that what was happening to me. But by then, I would have done anything to curb the pains that were growing deeper by the hour. Hmm, that's a pity. We're all out of meat, Dana. Dana? What's the matter? I want to eat too. My voice quiet and hoarse. She could barely be heard over our breathing. Even in my foggy, starving stupor, my heart starts a beat at the sight of Fawn's smile. See? I knew you'd come around. She leans in and kisses me ever so gently. Yes, that's how it all started, with a kiss. No, it's not just a kiss. It started with her love. She loved me so much, she wanted me to eat too. Let's go find some fresh meat, okay? Okay. Ending 4, part of the herd. Yes, thank you very much for making the game. Well guys, I'm probably going to leave it there with how the game ends. There are many endings, I believe, to this game, but I honestly did enjoy that. It was a nice little disturbing story about, you know, the couple here having their kind of weirdness, however you want to put it. But yeah, no, if you guys are intrigued on seeing how the multiple endings go, as always, I'll leave the game down in the description for you guys to check out. But it's been fun. I'm Dollface, and I hope to see you all next time.